Hey, what is going on, everybody? Boilon here, back for another video on Raid Shadow Legends. And in today's video, I want to talk to you guys about a brand new legendary promo code that has recently become available. I think it's actually quite new. In fact, maybe today or very recent, because it was brought to my attention by one of my Discord members that I had not seen elsewhere. And that is going to be for the legendary Walking Tomb DRENG. I think it is. It's a long name for Knight's Revenant. Walking Tomb DRENG. We're going to be talking about this guy, how you can get him on a brand new account, and what he does, and what to expect from him. Now, before we get started with the rest of the video, though, you can use the QR code in the top right hand of the screen if you want to give him a shot. You'll also get Grand Oak Padraig absolutely free at the start of your account, like I am here on this one. Also, Zargala, Tagore, and Farrakhan the Fat at accounts level 10, 20, and 30. And also, well, normally I would obviously put in a promo code, but this is where we're going to be putting in the new one, and that is promo code Fortress. And this is going to give you Walking Tomb DRENG. Yes, it's a long name. It'll go into your inbox, and you will get him. We're going to talk about him. We're going to pick him up. So with my new account, that would give you Grand Oak Padraig and Walking Tomb DRENG, and then of course the three epics that we talked about, Zargala, Tagore, and Farrakhan the Fat alongside you. So let's talk about him, right? A very cool looking character, right? Aesthetically, he looks really cool. I think he's a little bit older. I don't have him myself on my main account. Walking Tomb DRENG. Two fire swords. It looks pretty cool. He's of the Knights Revenant faction. Let's take a look, though. I want to kind of take a look on Hell Hades' website just to see what he has to say about him most recently. So he was given a rating of 4 out of 5, though, as a character here. Walking Tomb DRENG is a Knights Revenant legendary fusion. Okay, so he must have been a previous fusion that I wasn't aware of, who brings an irresistible AoE HP burn and strong team healing, making him an exceptional PvE damage and sustain champion for Hydra Spider and late game boss content. Okay, so let's. He was available. Who can be? Oh no, Ninja was a 2021 freebie, right? So this guy's a little bit older, I suppose. So he is given a pretty strong rating in Hydra and some of the other Grim Forest content like Leshen and Dragnol, because he's got HP Burn, Spider, absolutely, Sand Devil, and a few others. So let's take a look at his kit, though. We don't need to look at it on Hell Hades. We can kind of take a look at that ourselves. So he has an A1 called Corpse Fire. Attack one enemy 2 times, instantly activating any HP burn debuffs on the target after attacking. So this would be very useful on Spider or even on Hydra, things like that, because that's, I guess, twice, right? Or is it just one activation of the HP burn? Because if you don't know what HP burn does, of course, it does like percent-based damage, but across everyone on the field for the enemy. So that is very helpful for burning down the spiders, but also doing additional damage to the boss really quickly. His A2, Exalted Pyre, attacks all enemies and has a 75% chance of placing an HP burn debuff on all enemies for 2 turns, and it cannot be resisted. Now this is great because he's an HP based champion, which means you can build him pretty beefy and tanky with lots of HP, so he's probably not going to die so much. 75% chance, that kind of sucks a little bit because newer champions, of course, nowadays would have more guaranteed chance to do that, but it is what it is there. It's on a cooldown of 4 or 3 with books. The damage probably is also pretty good, especially for early game. So some good AoE damage there and the HP burn across the field. And then we have this A3 Death's Balance. Equalize the HP of all enemies, then attack, sorry, all allies, my bad. And then attacks one enemy. The HP levels of all allies will be brought to the level of the ally with the highest HP. Then it'll ignore 30% of the target's defense. That is good because even back then, ignoring defense was pretty rare when he came out. If the target's current HP is equal to or lower than this champion's HP. Okay, so this is probably more on PvP, right? So unfortunately, this won't do for bosses because the target's HP will not be lower than his. That's not going to happen. Will decrease the cooldown of the Exalted Pyre skill by 1 if the target's HP is higher. Okay, so that's interesting. So if you're on bosses, this is going to take effect, right? So you're going to get a -1 cooldown basically on the AoE burn mechanic. So that's really good, right? When this is brought down to a cooldown of 3, and this is basically allowing the A2 to happen more frequently, this will be on a cooldown of 4 as well. So unfortunately, oh no, it's still an attack, right? So it is an attack, it's just single target. And then his passive, Fortress, reflects 30% of the damage this champion receives back to the attacker if this champion has 50% HP or more. So this could be quite a lot, right? If you even, you can't, I was going to say if you combined them with Geomancer, the epic from the Dwarf faction, but you wouldn't be able to probably combine that. But 30% of the damage receives, that's still quite a lot, right? As long as you have someone else that can kind of buff him up, that can kind of give him additional mitigation, which actually will work very well with Grand Oak Padrag. Deals 30% more damage instead if this champion has less than 50% HP. Interesting. So he deals more damage if he has less than 50%, or he reflects if he has 50% or more. Okay, interesting. Really good combination here with Grand Oak Padrag because of that shield. So because he's an HP-based champion, he would get a shield buff equal to 30% of the allies' max HP. So in this case, it would be Walking Tomb Dreng's HP, so 30% of his, and you would get that. So yeah, pretty nice there, actually. I do like this kit, and then he comes with an aura of a 30% all battles HP aura, right? So that just kind of goes alongside him wanting more HP to do more damage and also keeping him alive longer. So very interesting. I did not know this legendary code existed. Let me know what your thoughts are about this if you wanted to make a new account using Walking Tomb Dreng. Once again, it was at the beginning, but make sure, well, I can't do it again. Promo code Fortress within the first 48 hours of a brand new account. Make sure it's, frankly, your first promo code that you use when you're starting. And if you use the QR code in the top right hand of the screen, again, you'll get Grand Oak Padrag alongside these three epics, Zargala, Tagore, and Farrakhan the Fat at accounts level 10, 20, 30. So a pretty interesting start if you guys want to try things out with Walking Tomb Dreng. Just wanted to bring that to your guys' attention. That's going to be it for me, and I'll see you all in the next video.
And if you like this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and you'll be greatly helping out the channel. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys on the next one.